This week's benefit breakdown, we're continuing a little bit of an education series on how to help you make the best open enrollment decisions when you have multiple plans to choose from. So last week we shared a plan comparison. Maybe your employer offers three different plans of various deductibles. In that video, we talked about how the copays on all the plans were pretty much similar. So all of your day to day costs would be the same. And we also did a little bit of an analysis on even if you made kind of the wrong plan decision, you can see that your total cost from plan one, two, or three is within $1,000. So if you had a worst case scenario, $1 million claim on either of the three plans, no matter what you chose, you're going to be out of pocket within about $1,000. Today, I wanted to kind of dig in a little bit deeper on analyzing the actual true cost between each plan. So, obviously, plan one is the richer of the plan options, plan two is middle of the road, and plan three would be kind of the high deductible, lower cost, what we would call a value plan. So, when you're looking at these plans, you have to first take into consideration the cost out of your actual paycheck because that's a given. You're definitely going to have out of pocket or per paycheck cost for the entire 12 months that you have this plan. So by going with the cheaper plan option, you're keeping roughly $500 in your paycheck over the course of a year, or perhaps almost $1,300 in your paycheck over the course of the year. Of course, if you go with that lower cost plan, you have to keep remembering, hey, I've saved a little bit of money. So if I went with the cheapest plan, I wouldn't really gripe about what the plan did or didn't cover until I'd spent more than $500 or maybe more than $1,300 if I was comparing it to the richer plan. So to take it just a little bit further, I want to show you kind of how those decisions correlate to real claim situations. So at the bottom of this page, again, we've already talked about how the major claim, you're at 7,800, 8,300, or 8,800, including your cost for the plan. These numbers at the bottom of the page are what you would actually pay on your deductible or co-insurance when you did incur these types of claims. So if you had a $5,000 claim and you had the richer plan, you'd be out of pocket about 2,200. If you had the middle of the road plan, you'd be out of pocket about 3,500. And if you had the highest deductible plan, you'd be out of pocket the full 5,000. So you can see quite a big difference, certainly a big enough difference that doesn't really offset your per paycheck savings. But again, you have to understand the likelihood of you having a $5,000 claim. So we did the same thing with a $10,000 claim. Again, it's 3,200, 4,200, or 6,000. And then taking it further with a $15,000 claim where it'd be 4,200, 5,200, or 7,000. So this gives you an idea of kind of what those claims may actually cost you. For example, a $5,000 claim, that might be, a 23-hour hospital ER visit, or maybe a one-day admission in the hospital, maybe a simple day surgery. 10,000 to 15,000, you're talking about a more complex surgery, or possibly 1 or 2 days in the hospital, or 2 or 3 extended days in the hospital. So just to give you an idea of what those cost differences would be between the two plans, these are all the things that we're trying to look at when we're meeting with employees to help them understand which plan would make the most sense for you. As I said in the previous video, I think the most important research that you can do prior to making your actual plan decisions is to look at your current explanation of benefits and see how much of the deductible have you met this year, or how much of the out of pocket have you met this year. I think that really gives you a very good understanding of how you're currently using the plan. And then you can use that knowledge to help make better decisions for your next 12 months on that plan. That's all I wanted to cover today. Hope you learned something new. If we can help you make the best decisions during your open enrollment, certainly glad to do that. Feel free to reach out, shoot me a message, or shoot a comment on this video. Thanks and have a great day.